Hey guys, Lego back for another Minifigure course today. And now we're done one that you basically might like, of course, is one I was actually really excited to go for. And at first I thought I was contemplating it, but I thought, well, I want to go for it because it's really cool. It is set number 21358, and it is a Lego Ideas set. It is also Ideas number 66 on the left. As you can see on the corner here, of course, if you can barely see it. That is basically this, probably the number of sets they've made over the years. They've made more, I think, but probably the top one they've done for my Lego Ideas section because it used to be Kuso back in the day. But here's your box for this thing here, of course, and the back of it as well too. You do have also a very nice big thick instruction booklet, which is also unique, cool, and the back of it as well too. So now let's take a look. We'll show you this set and talk about afterwards. So let's dive in and show you right now what it looks like. All right, so here we look at the prize machine. Before we start showing you further, here's a look at the minifigures we're gonna show you guys that came out in this whole entire thing that are really kind of cool. Now, please do note, I also had two of these characters, of course, the back end I'm gonna show you, but apparently I got a flesh tone brick, of course, for the legs, of course, so I'm only missing one, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm not gonna use them for very much of it all. But we do have two of this guy here. We got two of the knight. We're not gonna show both of them because, well, I don't have both of them. We do also have a pirate, which is pretty cool, that also came in the set. And he's unique, really, in a cool way. And also, I think he also came with a pirate. I forgot to put him with the Paradisa set, but you know, there's the pirate. I always like these tie-dye pirates. At first, I thought these were like what those bricks that people have shown on YouTube that have been made a mistake and all, but then they became so popular, so that's pretty cool. You'd also have a female pirate, which I think she's really kind of unique in a way. I like her hairpiece too and all, the back for her. So if you don't put like make her a princess, of course, in a way, so it's unique for her. Two of my favorites, of course, you're gonna see is definitely the spacemen. We got two of the gold guys. Gold spacemen, pretty cute, minifigures, of course, and all. And here's another one we're gonna show you guys too, that has they have a cool blaster piece. I can see people buying a bunch of those little gold spacemen now on the secondary market. Also, here's like a treasure map I forgot to show you guys too for the one girl that we just forgot to show you there. So there that is, pretty cool. Here's look at these teal green spacemen you can see here. One of them right there is pretty cute in a way, so. And also you have another one that holds, he's holding some milk and coffee, of course, in a way. Or maybe hot chocolate or milk, I don't know. But definitely another neat looking spaceman. I like that we got that color of him, pretty cool. We also have a Lego designer girl, of course, which doesn't really say who she is, of course. It's maybe the husband, maybe the wife of the guy that designed the set, I'm not sure. Maybe the person who helped create the set, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. She also has this little house piece here, you see here too. So she was also carrying a car, you can see her too. She's carrying a car, which is neat. Here's the designer himself that they made into minifig form, of course. They gave him two nickel pieces. I put one in the thing, of course, there. And there he is on the side right there too. And also he's holding a little build of the prize machine himself. So he basically, now you can also, if you want to, you can have him holding the prize machine as a toy himself now. You get two of these little knight guys too. It looks like, at first I thought these were like underwater characters, of course, in a way, because they have these little funny little shields, of course. There we go. One's holding a whip, which I would not who would like that in the battle, but I don't know. You also have another one, of course. He's holding a shield. Most of them are guys and girls, which is kind of interesting in a way. We also have these still parodies, these characters that are also, it looks like one's from Go on Vacation. You can see she has her shirt. There we go, guys. From Paradisa. And she has a bikini bottom, and of course, and all, and also a neat little shirt. Like, it's this time of year, so it's gonna be pretty cool. So that's 92, that's pretty cool. So I think that's probably when Paradisa came out in 92. I could be wrong, because this one also has 92, so this is also a guy with this ice cream and little thing. Oh, I don't know about this little bottom, of course, him though, but, you know, I don't know. But pretty cool, the summer theme this year that we're having so far. And then we also have some stuff too from Fabuland, which is pretty cool, because Fabuland was, I was told, was a good theme back in the day. And you can see this is a bear, which I've seen people buying a bunch of the parts for the bear and make a teddy bear kind of way. We have an elephant girl who's also unique in a way too. And she also has some back printing on her as well. So now we're gonna show you, look at those as a set here. You can see here. Here's look at this big thing here. Let me just be really careful, guys. All right, there we go. I have to be careful because my mom was doing a puzzle. But anyway, here's look at the prize machine itself on the side here. We're gonna put the figures to the side because I was gonna put all the figures inside here to show you. You do have also two of these little coin pieces if you want to use them, of course. You get two of them, kind of like little dimes. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Two of these little dime-like pieces, and of course, in a way. And how this works, now, you have to basically make sure that there's like a lip, of course, in here. And there we go. We got one that came out. So we're going to put We're gonna do it like this here. This is like back in the day, of course, when these little things were still around. You put one all the way in there. There's a little coin in there, of course. Make sure it fits. And now we're gonna turn this thing, of course, here. And you're gonna get your prize. Now the ball is kind of hard to open, of course, with doing these one-hand reviews, of course. We do have some that are like yellow and also that are, that's why I took the figures out, because I was gonna do it for you guys, but I wish there was some way I could do two-handed reviews. I wish I could, but they're not easy. But anyway, guys, that's how you get your prize out of there, of course. And also the quarter does slide back out into the, or dime, excuse me, slides back out into the thing like so. You can also put both of them in there if you want to. And that's how that fits in there. So, very cool. I like that, how that design is put together. This is like a little bit of a toy machine. Nothing really on the other side, of course, too. You can see here too. It's very big in a way, but kind of like a very like a modular style. But this does come off really easily though if you want to take it off. And you can see the inside in there too. The mechanism, I had some trouble when I was building this the other day. This thing would not turn at all because there was basically a piece that was supposed to put on there and it was just giving me a lot of trouble. Finally, I fixed it for you guys because I wanted this to work. And but it is really cool how this thing works. So, but there it is looking, there is your, look at the prize machine, or we're gonna call it vending machine, of course they call it. But there it is for its nice glory. All right, guys, so there you guys saw close up this prize machine you just saw. Now also too, guys, I'm gonna show you guys in the instruction booklet, of course, too. This is the guy that did the set, of course, in a way. His name is Rob. I'm gonna pronounce his name. I think he's French, I'm not sure. That's him in the picture right there. So shout out to him if he's watching the video. I don't know if I don't know if many people watch my videos, but he's the one that created this set in a way. The one thing I will say, some of the figures you saw that I don't know if you guys saw or not too. Most of them I basically have not been able to close the ball all the way, of course, so they are a little bit cracked open. Some of the stuff that they have, these figures have, will slide out of the set. This is a pretty cool set, though. I like a lot for a lot of reasons, of course. And I also like these little dimes, of course, too. You get these little coins that are kind of cool, that are pretty unique in a way. I can see people using these for cool little mocks, of course, in a way, too. Cool little designs on the set. This is a pretty neat little set, though. I do like how the design also, you can put the coin in the top like the old days, of course, too. And this thing does turn right. When I was building this thing yesterday, I had some trouble turning the thing that would get stuck in a certain way. And I was like, oh no, please don't let this thing be broken. And I was afraid I was gonna have to tear it apart. And I was afraid I was not gonna build this for you guys and do a review on it. Thankfully, the set was able to work and I was able to get a piece correct in there. Apparently, a piece I can't remember what you guys might think is kind of hilarious in a way was like a little gear thing or whatever it was that was connected to the set. And the whole set was not able to rotate around. The balls, of course, in a way too, how they are in a way, you probably can tell because some of them I'm going to show you guys right now too, when it close all the way, are like this a little bit cracked in a way, like this in a way. I left them like that on purpose because, well, I'm going to basically replace them with different other figures, of course, or other prizes I want to put in there. But and the thing does have a little trouble spinning around. The thing does not spin full circle in a way. You have to kind of just twist and turn it, because that's how most of these actually work back in the day too. I used to work at a store, retail place, where we used to have some of these, and you have to kind of fiddle with it, of course, to basically get the coin to go down there and also get stuff in there, because like the real ones, of course, too, the stuff will get stuck in the gears. And but I do like this, how this is really built in a way, how it is unique and all. I do like how they have these little big pieces, of course, to make like the glass effect too, which is also unique. I did tell a girl at Lego store that when I was buying this, of course, said, because I went to the convention myself, I said I could see people buying this and modifying it and using these basically, or coin pieces for putting in like prizes, of course, in here. Because I could see people doing it. But my biggest problem is, I'm going to say, is to anyone who's a big master builder, of course, way more than myself in a way, is if you're going to modify this anything bigger, like Rick's Minifigs has those big minifig balls that they have, you got to basically find a way you're going to basically expand the base, of course, and they hold the gear thing, of course. And unless, of course, you're more experienced, it's going to be more difficult to do that. Because I can assure you 100%, this right here was not an easy task to put together for me. But the base part was, with the gear things, of course, everything were like Technic stuff. And that's why I don't do Technic stuff very much like I used to, guys, because I don't do Technic at all. But I kind of did for one time. But it's very hard and complex to put together. You got to be really patient how you put everything together on your Technic sets. But that being said, though, this set is very nice in a way. It is one of my favorite sets. And also, too, guys, one thing I was also having a lot of people say is that this is kind of like getting a collectible minifig series in a set. You get 16 figures. Normally we get 12, or maybe like depending on the figures, of course, 12 nowadays. We used to get 16, of course, overall. But this is like a collectible minifig series in a set. The big draw, I think, is going to be, for many people, it might be some of the spacemen, of course, definitely, because people like the space like myself. That's one reason I went for the set. The Paradisa figures are going to be pretty cool. That's also another throwback. The castle characters from different factions you saw, those are also going to be a draw as well, too. The other figures, of course, I'm looking at the box right now, too, guys. Maybe the pirate stuff in a way, but some civilian figures, of course, from Paradisa. But overall, pretty unique in general, too. I also want to let you guys know, too, whoever the lady was that you saw on Ideas, who had the hairpiece and all, I don't know if she's the one who helped design the set and help put it together, but I didn't see an instruction booklet, so she may have been someone who basically was affiliated with putting the set together and helping him out. I don't know if that was his wife, of course. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. But it is, she also, I think she deserves the credit too, whoever she is, of course, because they added her in there with the exclusive torso that you saw for her too. Do I recommend getting a set? You can. I saw some people saying that they were not really sure about getting the set because, you know, some of the figures are basically $5 a piece. I'm not sure. I mean, I heard some guys talking at this Lego store too. But, you know, to be honest though, if you're basically going to get a cool set though, this is one I would definitely want to go for. If you want to go for the minifigs, of course, too. And it would be also pretty neat to put in for an area. I know a guy who I spoke to before a long time ago, still has, I keep contact some way. He would buy most all the furniture stuff from Lego, the furniture sets, of course, and he puts like in this little small area that he has like a little small area like the radio, the game systems, of course, all the cool furniture things that are life-size, and put them in some part of his room, of course, of his house. And it's kind of cute in a way, kind of like, you know, this is his Lego furniture. Of course, we're going to get full-size furniture of couches or chairs. That would be like an expensive, a lot more, a couple $100,000, of course, just for those big sets, like a big car, of course, in a way. But something like this is not bad, of course, too. And I have seen these in actually real form, of course, too, that are actually real, and they're actually real and dusty, of course, or molded. I mean, not rusty, excuse me. They're rusty, and they don't work anymore. So I think it's pretty cool that we're getting a throwback to some of these back in the day as well, because most people don't realize what these are. So we're like, well, these are pretty cool. What are these and all? And these were like for gumballs, or like the prize machine, or like the ball things, of course. Nowadays, they've done away with that, and because people used to break into these things and steal the quarters and everything else. It's a sad time that, you know, these are from a bygone era that were basically when I was growing up, and they kind of got rid of these now, but they were always fun with the coins putting in there and whatever you would get for a pre-prize. It was always kind of cool. So pretty cool overall. Do I recommend getting this set? Yes, if you want to go for it. If not, you know, you can always get something else, but I can definitely see why this is going to be basically drawn with the minifigs inside. If it did have minifigs and had something else, I can see people saying hard pass on this set. But for me, I was the same way at first, but I was like, well, I want to get a set for the figures because it looks pretty cool, and it's a good way to get some awesome figures that you want to get overall. So if you want this set, I would definitely go for it. All right, guys, it's going to be it for a little while. Like I said, I am basically going to try some other stuff in a way to probably find that. I also heard there's another spaceman that came out. I got the navy blue one, of course, with his torso and legs. And I'm also going to try to get the light blue one, of course, too, that came out in their Build-A-Fig at Lego stores. But I'll try to see if I can find it one day. It's not really a big thing we're going to go for anytime soon, but I'll try to go for that one day. And then the Sweet Championships in August, and that'll be it for a little small break until maybe the holidays come around the corner, and a couple months in a way too after that. So there you guys have it. All right, guys, thank you for watching today on this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and hope you have a good rest of your day today on this Wednesday. And just be safe out there from the heat as always, and who knows. All right, guys, but thank you for watching today. I hope you have a good one. Thank you. And tune in next time, guys.